Do you think this buyer's strike, if you will, is going to actually happen?
Well, slowly, and that's the problem for an investor, because as it happens slowly, and if you void your hand, so to speak, of a certain suit, or if you void your hand of risk assets, then you accept much lower returns, and there are those investors, even individuals, that think they require higher returns, and so voiding is perhaps reasonable and commonsensical, but not necessarily practical in this type of environment.
Well, you're practicing some of that a little bit yourself, are you not? You told me earlier this morning that your level of risk aversion has been higher only once before, in the lead up to the Lehman Brothers bankruptcy.
Right.
So I presume that your positioning, if you will, reflects some of that. At the same time, though, timing is difficult to predict. How do you balance the caution with the need to earn some return? What do you own?
Well, you own, obviously, what you think are the most attractive and least overvalued assets. I would suggest, as we do, that there are attractions in closed-end funds that sell at discounts, 5 to 10% net asset value discounts, that are levered to some extent off of that cheap leverage and yield 5-6% in the muni market and 8-9-10% in the corporate market. So you go there, and you basically tell your investors that it's a changed world, that returns are going to be lower, and that if you want to sleep at night and to accept the market as it is, that low volatility requires low return.
What about treasuries? What about cash?
Well, I think treasuries are the most attractive of the developed market bonds, and in comparison to the 10-year Bund, for instance, at 25 basis points. I'll add that quickly, 190 basis points, and relative to a 10-year JGB, that one's easy because they yield 10, that's 205 basis points. And so, they're more attractive on a yield basis, but still, I would suggest that they're overvalued price-wise and under-yielding, and investors should be cautious in terms of how much they want to own relative to cash.
Do you have a cash position?
Oh, I have a large cash position.